Hi, my name is Joyce Dark. I'm from Butner, North Carolina. I'm a member of the African American Quilt Circle in Durham, North Carolina. My journey in quilting started as a little girl, just playing around just like any other kid, I guess, when their parents or mom and grandparents were quilting. And then as I got a little older, I had an aunt. She lived in another county, and she'd always come up to where we live visiting, and she always carried a little basket with her little hand quilting. And she was constantly doing something with her hands. So I sort of decided, well, I think I can do that. And she quilted a top and gave me a top, and that was the beginning of my actual quilting journey. I wanted to do that top, but it was a little too big to go here. My mom was also a quilter. I can remember coming home from school, and as we would come in from school, she'd put up her stuff and get ready to cook dinner. My grandmother, who was her mother, Nora Harrison Austin, was also a quilter, and I have her treadle machine that I use sometime now for making blocks. My father's mother was also a quilter, and her name was Mary Eva Wadrick Brown. This quilt started with me collecting African fabrics. I had no experience whatsoever with quilting, but I decided that I wanted to do it. So as I'd go traveling, I would pick up a yard here, half yard there. And when I finally retired in 2001, I decided, well, I'll take a class and see what I can do. So I started at Advanced Grammar Community College hand quilting. And it took me 2 years to finish my first quilt, and I decided that that was a little bit too slow for me because I wanted to do quilts for my family. So I joined the African American Quilt Circle here in Durham, and with the help of the ladies and classes and a little experimenting on my own, I think I got a little bit better. This quilt is called African Coins, and I saw a small baby quilt in a magazine, and I said, I can do that. I didn't read the pattern, I just looked at it. And I took an old CD, and I used the CD to fussy cut my little circles. Some of them I highlighted like faces or things or like a mask, and fused them, zigzagged the edges, and that was the beginning of my quilting journey. This quilt was entered in the first show that I did with the African American Quilt Circle. My goal now is to do a quilt for family members. I have 6 brothers, so with 6 brothers and 6 sister-in-laws and then nieces and nephews, it's going to take me a while, but I'm about, I guess, maybe a third of the way. And I'm trying to do a quilt that represents what they did as an occupation or what they're interested in. I have 2 brothers that are race car fans, so I've collected t-shirts and I'm doing race car shirts for them. I had one brother that worked at the post office, so I'm doing a stamp quilt for him. Another brother worked with the railroad, so I'm doing a train quilt for him. And my goal is to try to get them all done before I give one out, so I won't hear, well, he got a quilt and I didn't. So that's what I'm doing at the present time, is working on family quilts. And maybe once I get all my family quilts done, then I can experiment a little bit more with the art quilts and thread painting and some of the other things that are out there.